In the grand tapestry of human existence, we are all, to varying degrees, susceptible to the allure of vice. The world around us, with its endless distractions and immediate gratifications, often seems designed to lead us astray, whispering promises of fleeting pleasure and effortless escape. It's a constant battle, a daily struggle to resist the siren song of temptation and stay true to the path of virtue and self-mastery. Whether it manifests as a subtle indulgence or a deeply entrenched addiction, vice can subtly erode our character, cloud our judgment, and ultimately, prevent us from living the lives we are truly capable of. We find ourselves trapped in cycles of harmful behavior, knowing deep down that these choices are detrimental to our well-being, yet struggling to break free from their insidious grip. But what if there was a way to navigate this treacherous landscape, a proven method for overcoming our weaknesses and cultivating a life of genuine freedom and fulfillment? What if the answers we seek have been available to us for centuries, encoded within the timeless wisdom of Stoicism? This is precisely what we'll explore in this video, a journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy, where we'll uncover 10 powerful recommendations for challenging the dominance of vice and nurturing virtue within ourselves. Forget the modern stereotypes of Stoicism as cold and emotionless. This isn't about suppressing your desires or denying yourself pleasure altogether. It's about understanding the nature of vice, recognizing its destructive potential, and developing the inner strength to resist its allure. It's about cultivating a life of purpose, meaning, and lasting happiness, a life where virtue is not just an ideal, but a lived reality. We'll delve into the Stoic understanding of addiction, examining how it manifests as a distortion of judgment, a leaning towards irrational desires, and a source of deep inner turmoil. We'll then unpack 10 practical strategies for overcoming vice, drawing upon the wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, and applying their teachings to the challenges of modern life. This won't be a dry, academic lecture, it will be a dynamic and engaging exploration of how Stoicism can empower you to transform your life, overcome your weaknesses, and become the best version of yourself. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery, where you'll learn to identify your vices, understand their root causes, and develop the tools you need to break free from their control. Prepare to cultivate a life of virtue, purpose, and lasting happiness, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Let's begin by confronting the first crucial step, knowing yourself and recognizing your own vicious tendencies. The transcript begins with a compelling observation: in a world filled with distractions and temptations, it's easy to lose ourselves to vices that hold us back from living our best lives. This immediately resonates with our shared human experience. We are constantly bombarded with messages and stimuli that encourage immediate gratification, often at the expense of our long-term well-being. From addictive technologies to unhealthy habits, the modern world presents a constant barrage of temptations that can easily lead us astray. This sets the stage for an exploration of Stoicism as a potential antidote to these pervasive influences. The transcript continues, "But fear not, for in the timeless wisdom of Stoicism we discover the path to true freedom and self-mastery." This offers a message of hope and empowerment, suggesting that Stoicism provides a practical and effective framework for overcoming our weaknesses and achieving a life of genuine freedom and fulfillment. The promise of true freedom and self-mastery is particularly appealing in a world that often feels chaotic and out of control. It suggests that we have the power to take charge of our lives, to cultivate inner strength, and to resist the allure of vice. The transcript defines vice from a Stoic perspective. In the realm of Stoicism, addiction or vice is considered a pattern of behavior that not only contradicts moral principles but also deeply harms the individual who adopts it. It manifests as an affliction of the soul, leaning towards irrational desires, distorting judgment, and casting shadows of suffering over inner tranquility and personal serenity. This definition highlights the multifaceted nature of vice, emphasizing its moral, psychological, and spiritual dimensions. From a Stoic perspective, vice is not simply a matter of breaking rules or engaging in socially unacceptable behavior, it is a deeper affliction that harms the soul, distorts our judgment, and undermines our inner peace. This understanding of vice as a fundamental flaw in character underscores the importance of cultivating virtue as a means of achieving lasting happiness. The transcript provides concrete examples of vices. Vanity, sexual addiction, anger, fear, lust, greed, gluttony, and dependencies are concrete examples of vices we can all recognize. This list helps to ground the abstract concept of vice in concrete examples that are readily recognizable in our own lives and in the world around us. These examples encompass a wide range of behaviors and attitudes, highlighting the pervasiveness of vice and its potential to manifest in various forms. By identifying these specific examples, the transcript encourages viewers to reflect on their own weaknesses and tendencies. The transcript sets the agenda. In this video I will share 10 Stoic recommendations to challenge the dominance of vices and nurture virtue within us. This clearly articulates the focus of the exploration, 10 specific Stoic recommendations that can be applied to overcome vice and cultivate virtue. This sets the stage for a practical and actionable discussion of Stoic principles, offering viewers concrete tools for improving their lives. The first recommendation is introduced. Number 1, know yourself. Facing challenges without deep self-understanding is difficult. Taking a moment to reflect carefully on our weaknesses and vicious tendencies is the starting point. Our inner self holds the consciousness of these aspects, and our feelings reveal the roots of our disturbances and dissatisfactions: greed, uncontrolled passion, gluttony, irritation, self-indulgence. Recognizing these forces and gaining clarity about what we wish to confront is a crucial step. This principle emphasizes the importance of self-awareness as the foundation for overcoming vice. Stoicism teaches that we cannot effectively address our weaknesses until we first understand them. This requires honest self-reflection, a willingness to confront our flaws, and a deep understanding of our own motivations and desires. The principle connects our feelings to the roots of our disturbances, suggesting that our emotions can serve as valuable clues in identifying our vices. The transcript expands on the benefits of self-awareness. This self-awareness empowers us to challenge harmful patterns and gradually transform them into virtues. Self-awareness is the key that enables us to make decisions aligned with the serene and meaningful life. Remember, all progress begins with identifying areas in need of transformation, and each step towards self-mastery brings us closer to the greatness within us. This passage highlights the transformative power of self-awareness. By understanding our weaknesses, we can begin to challenge harmful patterns of behavior and gradually cultivate virtuous habits. Self-awareness empowers us to make conscious choices that align with our values and contribute to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Let's consider a practical example. Imagine you struggle with anger. A Stoic approach would involve taking time to reflect on the root causes of your anger. What triggers it? What thoughts and beliefs are associated with it? Are there patterns in your anger responses? By understanding the underlying causes of your anger, you can begin to develop strategies for managing it more effectively. The transcript transitions to the second recommendation. Number 2, find your inner motivation. Reflect on the precious reasons that inspire you to leave vices behind. The pursuit of happiness is central, but each of us will have equally important personal motives: saving money, taking care of health, improving relationships. Keep these motivations always in sight, especially in difficult moments. This principle emphasizes the importance of having a clear and compelling reason for overcoming vice. Stoicism teaches that we are more likely to succeed in our efforts if we are driven by a strong inner motivation, a deep-seated desire for a better life. This motivation should be rooted in our values, our goals, and our relationships. The transcript emphasizes the power of motivation in overcoming challenges. Remember that these objectives are incomparably more valuable and rewarding than the vices that held you. They are the treasures guiding your steps towards a richer, more fulfilling life. In the face of challenges, your motivation will be the light leading you through shadows toward triumph over the obstacles you encounter. This passage highlights the importance of keeping our motivations in mind, especially during difficult times. Our motivations can serve as a source of strength and inspiration, guiding us through the challenges and temptations that we inevitably encounter on our journey. Let's continue with the example of struggling with anger. Beyond simply wanting to be less angry, a Stoic approach would involve identifying the deeper motivations for wanting to change. Perhaps you want to improve your relationships, to be a better role model for your children, or to experience greater inner peace. By focusing on these deeper motivations, you can strengthen your commitment to overcoming your anger and create a more fulfilling life. The transcript moves on to the third recommendation, number 3, distance yourself from risky situations. If you've identified your vices and acknowledged your weaknesses and you're determined to overcome them, it's crucial to avoid scenarios that may lead you back to these harmful patterns. This may involve adjusting certain habits in your routine and modifying your environment to escape temptations. This principle emphasizes the importance of environmental control in overcoming vice. Stoicism teaches that we are influenced by our surroundings, and that we should take steps to create an environment that supports our efforts to cultivate virtue. This may involve avoiding situations, people, or places that trigger our vices. The transcript reinforces the importance of sacrifice and mindful choice. Remember, this journey demands courage and determination. However, always keep in mind that every sacrifice you make on this path is worthwhile. Every time you consciously choose to distance yourself from situations that trigger vices, you're approaching your own freedom and the well-being you seek. Each choice you make to avoid risk is a significant victory, shaping a brighter and more fulfilling future. This passage encourages viewers to view these sacrifices not as deprivations, but as conscious choices that contribute to their overall well-being and freedom. By framing these choices as victories, the transcript helps to reinforce positive habits and promote a sense of self-efficacy. Again, imagine you are working on your anger issues. A Stoic approach would involve identifying situations that tend to trigger your anger and taking steps to avoid them. Perhaps you need to limit your interactions with certain people, avoid certain topics of conversation, or change your routine to avoid stressful situations. By proactively managing your environment, you can reduce the frequency and intensity of your anger episodes. The transcript introduces the fourth recommendation, number 4, distance yourself from the influence of those who encourage vices. Those who push us towards vices are not wishing us well. When we genuinely value someone, we want the best for them. The harmful leads to unhappiness. Therefore, someone who encourages us on this path isn't contributing to our highest good. In fact, they hinder our progress. This principle emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with supportive and virtuous influences. Stoicism teaches that we are influenced by the people we associate with, and that we should choose our friends and companions wisely. Those who encourage our vices are not true friends, they are hindering our progress towards a virtuous life. The transcript connects personal transformation to societal benefit. As Seneca expressed, control over vices isn't just a step towards self-transformation, it's also a service to society and the world. When you choose good and virtue, you elevate yourself and positively impact those around you. Every step you take to free yourself from vices is a contribution to a healthier, harmonious world. While challenging, this journey is also a service beyond yourself. Keep moving forward with confidence. This passage elevates the personal struggle against vice to a broader ethical and social context, suggesting that personal virtue contributes to the overall well-being of society. Going back to the anger management scenario, a Stoic approach would involve evaluating your relationships and identifying those who tend to encourage your anger. Perhaps they egg you on, validate your outbursts, or participate in gossip and negativity. You may need to limit your interactions with these individuals or, if necessary, end the relationship altogether. Instead, seek out friends and mentors who support your efforts to cultivate self-control and promote a positive and virtuous environment. The transcript moves on to the fifth recommendation, number 5. Set realistic and achievable goals. Establish targets that present a challenge yet remain within reach. They shouldn't be overly simplistic, nor should they seem unattainable. Strike a balance when setting goals. Recognize that overcoming vice requires dedication, but it's also crucial to believe you can achieve these objectives. A feeling of challenge should be present alongside the conviction that with effort and determination you can overcome these challenges. It's the combination of challenge and self-belief that leads to remarkable victories on this journey. This principle emphasizes the importance of setting smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals in our efforts to overcome vice. Stoicism teaches that we should set realistic and achievable goals that challenge us without being overwhelming. This allows us to experience a sense of progress and accomplishment, which can reinforce our motivation and build our self-confidence. Continuing with the anger management example, a Stoic approach would involve setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals for managing your anger. Instead of simply saying, "I want to be less angry," you might set a goal to reduce the frequency of my anger outbursts by 50% over the next month, or respond to triggering situations with calm and assertive communication instead of anger at least 75% of the time. These goals provide a clear target for your efforts and allow you to track your progress. The transcript introduces the sixth recommendation, number 6. Embrace a gradual approach. If you are deeply entwined with a vice, initiate the process of change gradually. There's no need to abandon everything at once. Instead, set goals that evolve progressively, daily, weekly, or monthly. Just as ants build a mountain grain by grain, as expressed by Marcus Aurelius, virtue is not achieved overnight, it's the result of continuous effort in managing vices. This principle emphasizes the importance of patience and perseverance in our efforts to overcome vice. Stoicism teaches that virtue is not achieved overnight, but rather is the result of continuous effort and incremental progress. This principle advocates for a gradual approach, recognizing that deep-seated habits take time to break. The transcript emphasizes the value of small steps and consistent effort, so remember that each step you take towards virtue is a significant achievement. Every small advancement, no matter how minor it seems, contributes to the construction of a mountain of self-discipline and personal growth. Stay focused and celebrate every progress, no matter how small, for each one brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. This encourages viewers to adopt a long-term perspective and to celebrate every small victory along the way. In our ongoing example of anger management, a Stoic approach would involve embracing a gradual approach. If you typically react with anger multiple times per day, you might set a goal to reduce your outbursts by just one per day in the first week, then gradually increase the reduction each week. The key is to focus on making consistent progress, rather than trying to eliminate your anger overnight. The transcript presents the seventh recommendation, number 7. Don't hesitate to seek help. No one is a solver of all problems. Sometimes the best choice is to seek support from others. Aside from finding the support you need, remember that many individuals have faced similar challenges, including the same vices you're struggling against. They have valuable experiences to share, whether they are friends, family, philosophers, or professionals. A variety of people are ready to offer assistance. When we seek help, we show courage and humility. There's no shame in it. In fact, it's a sign of strength to recognize when support is needed and actively search for solutions. The connections you make and the knowledge you gain from sharing experiences can be powerful tools on your journey to overcoming vices. This principle challenges the notion that we must overcome our vices alone. Stoicism recognizes the importance of seeking support from others, whether it be from friends, family, mentors, therapists, or support groups. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of courage and self-awareness. The transcript highlights the value of shared experience and connection, so remember you're not alone on this journey, and help is available to propel you towards a brighter, more rewarding path. This provides a message of hope and encourages viewers to overcome the stigma associated with seeking help. In the anger management scenario, a Stoic approach would involve seeking support from others. This might involve talking to a trusted friend or family member, joining a support group for people with anger management issues, or consulting with a therapist or counselor. Seeking help can provide valuable insights, strategies, and support to help you manage your anger more effectively. The transcript introduces the eighth recommendation, number 8. Understand the distinction between fleeting pleasure and lasting fulfillment. As you reduce instances of stumbling into vices, you'll begin to notice a stark discrepancy between the momentary pleasure vices offer and the lasting satisfaction that comes from overcoming them through virtue. This satisfaction of liberation from vices carries a joy and serenity much deeper than the short-lived pleasure provided by vices. The true contentment in conquering them is incomparably more enduring and rewarding. This principle encourages us to reflect on the nature of pleasure and fulfillment, recognizing that the fleeting pleasures of vice are ultimately unsatisfying compared to the lasting joy and serenity that come from cultivating virtue. This is a key distinction in Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes the importance of pursuing intrinsic rewards rather than extrinsic ones. The transcript emphasizes the long-term benefits of virtuous living, Throughout this journey you'll realize that despite the challenges of resisting vices, the happiness gained from surpassing them is genuine and enduring. Always keep in mind that this inner transformation is an incredible achievement, shaping not just your present but also your future. By choosing lasting satisfaction over momentary pleasure, you're paving the way for a life of genuine fulfillment and contentment. Keep this understanding close to your heart, as it will guide you through the most challenging moments, illuminating the path to victory over vices and the discovery of a truly meaningful life. This reinforces the idea that virtuous living is not simply about avoiding pain, but about actively pursuing a life of joy, purpose, and fulfillment. In our example of managing anger, a Stoic approach would involve reflecting on the long-term consequences of your anger outbursts compared to the long-term benefits of managing your anger. While giving into anger might provide a temporary release or a sense of power, it ultimately damages your relationships, undermines your self-respect, and prevents you from achieving your goals. In contrast, managing your anger allows you to build stronger relationships, cultivate greater inner peace, and achieve a greater sense of fulfillment in life. The transcript introduces the 9th recommendation, number 9. Reflect on the harm both you and others face when we engage in vices. It's common to downplay the negative impact they have on us and others. However, the truth is that vices leave a deep mark on our soul and pave the way for unhappiness. They suggest a considerable lack of self-esteem as we harm ourselves by denying the good we deserve. Furthermore, the effects of vices inevitably extend to those around us. Acting benevolently towards yourself and others is essential. Instead of embracing harmful patterns, always seek what is good and virtuous. This principle emphasizes the importance of considering the impact of our vices on ourselves and others. Stoicism teaches that our actions have consequences, and that we should strive to act in a way that benefits ourselves and those around us. Reflecting on the harm caused by our vices can provide a powerful motivation for change. The transcript connects personal and social well-being, echoing Seneca's sentiment. As Seneca expressed, mastering vices isn't just a step towards self-transformation, it's also a service to society and the world. When you choose good and virtue, you elevate yourself and positively impact those around you. Every step you take to free yourself from vices is a contribution to a healthier, harmonious world. While challenging, this journey is also a service beyond yourself. Keep moving forward with confidence. This reinforces the idea that personal transformation contributes to a better world for everyone. In our running example, a Stoic approach to managing anger would involve reflecting on the ways in which your anger has harmed yourself and others. Perhaps you have damaged relationships, lost opportunities, or created a negative environment for those around you. By acknowledging the harm caused by your anger, you can strengthen your resolve to change your behavior and act more benevolently towards yourself and others. The transcript presents the 10th and final recommendation, number 10. Understand that this journey is extensive and challenging. Breaking free from vices is not a simple task, as they are deeply ingrained in our habits. Understand that throughout this process you may take steps backward, and that's okay. These falls are natural and part of the journey. The crucial point is not to give up whenever necessary. Regain the fight against these harmful patterns. Maintain the flame of determination burning. Perseverance is the secret. If you persist, there will come a day when you have completely overcome these obstacles. Each effort you make, every attempt to conquer, is a step towards victory over vices. Believe in your transformative potential. This principle emphasizes the importance of perseverance and resilience in our efforts to overcome vice. Stoicism teaches that the path to virtue is not always smooth and that we should expect to encounter setbacks along the way. The key is not to give up, but to learn from our mistakes, to regain our footing, and to continue moving forward. The transcript concludes with a message of hope and empowerment. Believe in your transformative potential. This reinforces the idea that we all have the capacity to change and that we can achieve lasting victory over our vices if we persist in our efforts. As we conclude this exploration of 10 Stoic recommendations for challenging the dominance of vice, it's essential to synthesize the key lessons and reflect on how they can be applied to our own lives. We've journeyed through the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers, uncovering practical strategies for self-awareness, motivation, environmental control, virtuous relationships, goal setting, gradual progress, seeking support, distinguishing pleasure from fulfillment, reflecting on harm, and persevering through setbacks. We've learned that overcoming vice is not a quick fix, but a lifelong process of self-improvement, requiring dedication, resilience, and a commitment to living in accordance with virtue. Let's briefly recap the 10 core recommendations. First, we emphasize the importance of knowing yourself, of honestly reflecting on your weaknesses and vicious tendencies. Second, we explored the power of finding your inner motivation, of connecting your efforts to overcome vice with your deepest values and aspirations. Third, we highlighted the importance of distancing yourself from risky situations, of proactively managing your environment to minimize temptation. Fourth, we delved into the significance of distancing yourself from those who encourage your vices, of surrounding yourself with supportive and virtuous influences. Fifth, we emphasized the need for setting realistic and achievable goals, of breaking down the challenge of overcoming vice into manageable steps. Sixth, we explored the benefits of embracing a gradual approach, of recognizing that virtue is achieved through continuous effort and incremental progress. Seventh, we highlighted the importance of seeking help when needed, of recognizing that you don't have to face your challenges alone. Eighth, we emphasized the distinction between fleeting pleasure and lasting fulfillment, of understanding that the joy of virtuous living far outweighs the temporary satisfaction of vice. Ninth, we explored the value of reflecting on the harm caused by your vices, both to yourself and to others, as a powerful motivation for change. And 10th, we emphasized the importance of understanding that the journey is extensive and challenging, of persevering through setbacks and maintaining your commitment to self-improvement. These 10 recommendations, when applied consistently and thoughtfully, can transform your relationship with vice, empowering you to break free from its control and cultivate a life of genuine freedom and fulfillment. But remember, this is not a one-time fix, it's an ongoing process. The key is to integrate these principles into your daily life, to make them a part of your habits and your way of thinking. Consider the long-term impact of adopting these recommendations. By knowing yourself and understanding your weaknesses, you can proactively identify and address potential triggers for vice. By connecting your efforts to your inner motivation, you can maintain your commitment even during difficult times. By managing your environment and surrounding yourself with virtuous influences, you can create a supportive ecosystem that promotes self-improvement. By setting realistic goals and embracing a gradual approach, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and maintain a sense of momentum. By seeking help when needed, you can gain valuable insights and support from others who have faced similar challenges. By distinguishing between pleasure and fulfillment, you can make more conscious choices that align with your long-term well-being. By reflecting on the harm caused by your vices, you can reinforce your motivation to change and act more benevolently towards yourself and others. And by persevering through setbacks, you can develop resilience and a stronger sense of self-efficacy. This is a call to action, an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Start by choosing one or two of these recommendations that resonate most strongly with you and begin to apply them to your life. Be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and celebrate your progress along the way. Remember that you are not alone on this journey, and that there is help and support available to you. As you move forward, remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This is the essence of Stoicism, not just talking about virtue, but living it. So, embrace these recommendations, integrate them into your daily life, and embark on a journey of self-improvement that will lead you to a more meaningful, fulfilling, and virtuous existence. Ultimately, the power of Stoicism lies in its ability to empower us to take control of our own lives, to cultivate inner strength, and to navigate the challenges of the world with greater wisdom and resilience. It offers a timeless roadmap for achieving freedom from vice, cultivating virtue, and living a life that is aligned with our highest ideals. Now, as we reach the end of this video, I'd love to hear from you. The transcript prompts: I hope you enjoyed the video, enjoy and leave your likes and comments. See you next time. I truly value your feedback. Which of these 10 Stoic recommendations resonated most strongly with you? What challenges do you anticipate in applying these principles to your own life? What strategies have you found helpful in overcoming your own vices? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights can inspire and encourage others who are also on this journey. The transcript also includes the standard YouTube outro, encouraging you to like and comment. If you found this video helpful or thought-provoking, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Your support helps me reach a wider audience and share the message of Stoicism with others. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of Stoic philosophy. I hope it has provided you with valuable insights and practical tools for overcoming vice and cultivating a more virtuous life. Remember, the path to self-improvement is a lifelong pursuit, but it is a journey well worth taking. Until next time, take care and continue to strive for excellence. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.